News, rumors and opinions Tuesday, October 28, 2025. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Claire. IMF forecasts. Iraq will be the fourth largest Arab economy by 2030. October 28, 2025. International Monetary Fund data predicts that Iraq will rank fourth among the largest Arab economies by 2023. Saudi Arabia will top the list of the largest Arab economies by 2030, with a projected GDP of $1.6 trillion, cementing its position as the strongest economy in the region. The UAE came in second place with approximately $765 billion, followed by Egypt in third place with $590 billion, Iraq with $346 billion, and Algeria with $309 billion. The next highest rankings were held by Qatar with $297 billion, Morocco with $252 billion, and Kuwait with $190 billion. Oman followed with $133 billion, while Jordan rounded out the list with $74 billion. The data indicated that these estimates are based on GDP at current prices, with expectations of increasing economic growth in a number of Arab countries until the end of the current decade. The World Bank had previously predicted that Iraq would record the highest growth rate among Arab economies next year, at 6.7%, followed by Djibouti at 6.1%. And then Qatar at 5.3%, despite reducing its growth estimate by 0.1 percentage points from its June forecast. The bank raised its growth estimates for Iraq by 2.3 percentage points, followed by Palestine by 1.1 percentage points, while Oman's growth forecast was reduced by 2.9 percentage points. The three largest Arab economies, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and Egypt, are expected to grow by 4.3%, 5%, and 4.3%, respectively, in 2026. Claire. The central bank announces that electronic trading has increased to $60 billion. October 28, 2025 Baghdad. The Central Bank of Iraq expects the volume of electronic payments to reach $60 billion by 2035, as part of a reform plan to gradually phase out paper cash transactions. As part of its reform plan, the bank is pursuing electronic transformation and financial inclusion, given its significant role in reducing reliance on paper cash transactions, which has significantly reduced the use of cash. It has encouraged all individuals today to increase their transactions and shift to electronic payments. Particularly for salaries in government departments, bank spokesman Alaa Al-Fahd said, according to the official newspaper. He added, the bank is implementing a banking reform plan in cooperation with Oliver Wyman, which announced in its report a significant response from banks to the reform plan's implementation, expecting electronic payments to reach $60 billion by 2035. Al-Fahd explained that, electronic payments have significantly reduced the printing of banknotes due to electronic transactions, noting that, there is an idea to move towards digital electronic banks and the significant role they play in reducing reliance on paper money. He continued, the development of electronic payments over the past 3 years has witnessed a qualitative leap and a very high growth rate, with the number of cards issued reaching more than 22 million, in addition to the import of more than 75,000 devices. He expected that, the future will bring even greater growth in the issue of electronic payments and transactions as an alternative to paper transactions. Militiaman, are they going to tell us everything? Not a chance. Are they going to tell you when it revalues or what the exchange rate specifically is going to be? No, but they definitely give you indicators. And if you're savvy enough to be able to follow along, I think you'll get the big picture. Nadir from the Mid-East, the 50, 100 and 200s are out. Even the 1, 5 exist already. The 5, 10, 25, 50, 100 and the 200s. I know what I'm talking about. I know that. The 50, 100 and 200 are out. The 5s and 10s and all the lower denominations are not out. The 25,000, 10,000, 5,000, 1,000 are still on. Everything is still on. That will not change till we change the rate. Frank 26, Iraq Boots on the Ground Report, Firefly. Baghdad Channel 1 TV talks about the history of our coins and the years and the amounts when they first came out. We're all glued to the television. Very interesting. We don't see anything about the 50, but we are really paying attention to this about the coins. Frank, after all this has been shown about the coins, what's next after the fills? Emo, nothing but the exchange rate. They are now down with the lower notes education emo, and the new exchange rate make all of this lower notes make sense. Very soon. Is silver poised to make a massive reversion? Mike Maloney, October 28, 2025. Buckle up for a deep dive into why both gold and silver are riding the wave of a global monetary shift. In this episode of the Gold Silver Show, Mike and Alan break down how physical demand, not just paper markets, is pushing precious metals prices higher around the world. Why silver isn't for the faint-hearted. It's volatile, but offers enormous long-term potential if you hold strong. What central bank gold accumulation tells us about the future of money. Why the gold-silver ratio matters, and how today's extreme level might signal a dramatic upside for silver. The looming debt, inflation and fiat currency risks that suggest we're in a generational opportunity for precious metals investors. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: dinarrecaps.com